Hello and welcome to frame 21, season 3 of Snookers Burden Trophy. Mark Harris versus Steve Burden in an epic 35 frame battle for the prestigious cup. Almost it in off there. Giving Steve a bit of a chance. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Little shout out to our sponsors kahunaflooring.co.uk. Well, this is a good opportunity now. What red is he going to play for? Didn't get the... No, it's just going to have to be a little safety. Try and leave the white on the cushion. Didn't quite happen. So now Mark has a good opportunity to pop this red into the middle bag and stay on the black is the plan, which he does. That's the end of that break then, I think. Safety shot in mind. Good white. Hasn't left. Oh, there's a plant. A bit of work to do, but there's a plant. Great shot. Unlucky not to stay on the black there. Now, this is a bit unorthodox, but what you didn't see is me trying to get over with the horrible rest. Just impossible. So Mark was saying just to tap it with the cue. I just couldn't do it. I thought of it, I tried, I just can't do that sort of shot without feeling like I'm fouling. So I managed to get the black. Anyway, Mark's left another red here. I'm not confident enough to pop this slow, so round about the table and try and get on a colour at the bulk end. Trouble is, on this table the nap is so thick that if you play a really soft shot it would just roll off. I mean, if you're really good you could play to that roll. Bit of a wild attempt on the yellow there, but needed the pace to get the cue ball down. I'm not so good to get the right cue ball action, so sometimes pace is needed in my game, but now I've given Mark another opportunity. Will he take it? Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. Now, try and get the cue ball up to bulk. Oh, what's he done here? Oh dear, potted the black. Left the cue ball. Sorry, left the red over the pocket. This is disastrous start. Not sure what red's on after this. Maybe if he stuns the pink. Or just fluke it into the top pocket. Went for a plant. Didn't get it. Nearly potted the pink. Let's have a quick look at the scores on the board. Wow, there we go. 23-10 to Mr. Harris. Can Steve capitalise on this pink being over the pocket? Hang about. Okay, well, Mark had one on the pink. I've had one on the red. Even Stevens. I knew I'd have to get the big rest out for this, but it was going in. Would have been in if I'd hit it a bit softer. Story of my life. Desperately trying to change our old habits, bad habits. As I said in previous videos, we've both marked our cues with things to remind us of what we're doing wrong. That's a lovely red. Tries to avoid the middle pocket. Nice. Mark's drew a ring around his cue to remind him of how long his bridge can be sometimes. And I've put a little traffic light system on there. That was a terrible shot on the blue, but look, Lady Luck is still on our side at the moment. There's all sorts of wrong because I'm not on any red, not the red that I was playing for anyway. I was supposed to be on the right hand side of the black to play for that red next to the black. And that's why I missed the blue so badly, because I was putting so much side on it, on the cue ball, to get to that place, but it just didn't work out. I think Mark's tried to snooker me behind the blue there. Anyway, standard safety shot here, without trying to leave a pot on. Aye, sneaky, tried to get behind the brown. I think Mark can play a shot back to bulk here. If he just misses the red, oh no, he's played a dumping shot. He's actually giving me a chance now. I can roll this red in. I'm gonna cannon into the black though. But can I stay on the black to pot the black in the same pocket? Ah, he's just hit it a bit too far. Taking on the pink. It's good speed. Yeah, lovely. Same with the red. Just roll it in. Natural angle will take me for the blue. He's gone a bit too far. Decided to take the brown instead and play for this red up by the green. Nah. Fortunate there not to leave anything for Mark. Let's have a, has he got me behind the brown? Almost. Let's have a quick look at the scores. Yep, 31-23. We have a new frame leader. And that wasn't too far out. Left a couple of chances on here for Mark. Can he hold for the pink or the black?
Come on, come round, come round.
Well, that was either too soft or too not hard enough. But he's taking on a tricky pink. And it's a great shot. A good chance now if he plays this red just right.
That's a horrible shot.
Yeah. Unlucky. Need to be careful here. Take her on the red into the far top left pocket. Had the right idea to push the green close to the pocket. Didn't pan out well. Oh, that's unlucky. Okay. A couple of reds here that are in a bit of a dangerous position if I miss. If I miss this shot now. Okay, so that's why I followed through, but I have left the red below the pink.
No way.
And that's a good shot. He's on the black.
Oh God, you're that.
Plays it nice. He's got the red by the middle pocket now. This could be a nice break coming up.
I just didn't like it.
Wow, I did not expect that. Let's have a quick look at the scores. There we go. 38-31. Mark's right back in it and taking the lead after a couple of nice shots there. I mean, to be fair, he could have got a lot more. It's just a couple of shots just didn't quite go in. Mark's not very pleased with that effort. Chance of a good safety here. That's a great shot.
Oh God.
How close are we? How close are we?
Pretty close.
Close enough to not be a miss. That's around about 6 inches or less, which is our rule. We play the miss rule, but if it's closer than 6 inches, we don't call a miss. That's how we do it. And it seems to work out pretty well. It was a foul.
I'd love to get it there now, just to see how
So
you
4
play
points to Mr. Burden.
it.
I think Mark's going to try and do the same to me, what I did to him. He just leaves a couple of reds on show. But it's a nice white against the cushion. Always difficult for any player. Done well to avoid a double kiss. And it's pretty safe. And Unlucky Mark trying to get me behind the black. Has left a potable red though, the left of the two. Safety in mind. I caught it way too thinly. Left a chance now for Mark to pot this red on the middle, in the middle pocket. Which he does. Pink's on. Screw back for red near the yellow spot. Yeah, green's on if this goes in. It's looking like a frame winning visit to the table for Mark. Done well to kiss the red. Didn't move it as much as he had liked. There is a chance to get a snooker out of this though. Let's have a quick look at the scores. There we are, 49-35. Mark's gaining a bit of a lead, but now we're at this end of the game, this end of the match. The score difference really isn't a lot. Obviously, the colours are worth more now, so there's still 35 points on the table. And Steve only being 14 behind, it's not a huge worry. But if Mark pots the first few colours, then the gap will increase significantly. How's your safety at this moment? He's left a pot on. I got to stop doing that. Seems to be one of my other things I've picked up on from watching our videos back. The amount of times I play a safety, I have a nice white, but the object ball I leave in a potable position. I've got to stop that now. Yeah, it's just a recap on the scores, 49-35. This last red, quite important. This last red will get me right back in the game if I can follow it up with a high colour. And if Mark gets it with a high colour, then pressure's on me. Now, it's a lovely pot. So unfortunate not to be on the pink there. I mean, on the pink. I'm on the pink. It's touching the pink, in fact. And I just need to say, Mark thinks I can just possibly touch the white without it moving, or such a small amount that you wouldn't notice. And I said, well, that must be a foul or a push shot. I'm surely you have to move the white ball away from the pink. Anyone out there knows this rule or have come across this before, let us know. I think Mark did speak to Adi from Rope for a Q, and he wasn't sure on this situation. It's never been seen before, and that we've seen. So we don't know what you can or cannot do. What's the minimum amount? How far does that cue ball need to move away from that touching ball in that situation? I was sure that the cue ball has to move away enough for you to see that it's moved away. But lovely sportsmanship from both players. Mark trying to make it harder for himself, me trying to make it easier for Mark. You know, this is a competitive sport, and we play competitive, but we're both fair people, and we try to be as fair as possible. Lovely escape there, but disappointed with that, where it's landed. Opportunity now for Mark to at least pot the yellow and the green. Might be difficult to get on the brown. I think he's overcooked it a little bit there. Unlucky. Yeah, brown ball is a bit going to be the tricky one. Oh, I mean, that was in and out.
How did that not get out? What?
Let's see that in instant replay. Not today. Okay, well, Mark's left me a chance here. It's going to be tricky to pot this and get back to the brown. Might be able to slot it in and get the cue ball in the right position, which I did, but the green didn't go in. So, another chance for Mark. Oh, he's gone for a snooker. I think he's got it. It's a good shot. Now, some players look down the cue on this sort of shot. I'm looking up. I need to see the angles.
So why do you get down on a shot sometimes and sometimes you don't?
And I played it well to get out of the snooker, but I've left Mark a chance here. I think he's going to pot this. Oh dear, oversliced, overcut it. How could you overcut that? Right, well, it's going to be very difficult to get back onto the brown, so we're going to have to hit this with pace. Oh, how did that not go in? Let's see that one in instant replay. It's no, it didn't want to go in today. I think that hit the jaws maybe 7 times. Now I've left a chance for Mark to snooker himself. Now he can see the brown. Let's have a quick look at the score. Oh, where is this at? Ah, wow. Now there's a chance. Let's have a quick peek at the scores a sec. There we go, 54-36. Steve desperately needs now to pot these, and there's a great opportunity. Although I have to say, the white and the brown in the pocket are so perfectly lined up. I need to get the blue and then the pink. I needed the white ball to fall in between the pink and the blue to the right a little bit, if that makes any sense. And I was looking at this shot and I'm thinking, if I follow through here, I'm going to pot the white. It's so straight. I needed to force. See, where my cue's pointing is where I want the white. But to get there, I really needed to force the angle on the cue ball, which isn't easy. But I took my time, I lined it up, and it was the cue ball was going to the exact space, but it just wasn't my day today, I'll tell you that.
So you're playing there, mate.
I was so disappointed, I couldn't believe it, flabbergasted. Let's see what the scores are now. Yeah, 58-36, so 22 behind.
Just the one, I think, Steve.
18 on. Snooker required on the blue to win by 1 point. It's just going to have to be a safety until Mark misses and I get another chance to actually get a snooker. I feel like I threw this frame away on that brown. Not only did I miss it, I left it completely over the pocket for Mark. Disaster. Okay, there's a chance now to get the cue ball behind the black and pink. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort, but not great. Well, another chance to get a snooker. If I can just play it right. Ah, wrong side of the black. And again, leaving the object ball in a potable position. Definitely a part of my game I need to work on. I mean, Mark, in this situation, if Mark was me now, he'd be trying to pot the blue if it was in a potable position. to try and get the snooker required. Not easy from this angle, there's not much angle to play with. But he's almost potted it. Again, leaving the ball over the pocket, or towards the pocket. I need to really, really work on that. Maybe do a practice drill
Did it?
with the last few colours on the table. Maybe a screw back here to leave a cue ball on the cushion. No. Just trying to get the blue down on the bottom cushion in line with the pink and white, but it just wasn't enough pace, so giving Mark a chance to pot this now and hold for the pink.
Our rest play is not great, by the way. Our technique.
How's his rest work?
Both of us. Wobbling.
A little bit of pressure. Doesn't normally take this much time.
See that? Look how the cue under
He was on the pink.
like that.
He's left the blue over the pocket. Now, I don't want to pot this. I know others would take this now, take this opportunity to get those 5 points and then try and snooker on the pink, but no, I wanted to snooker Mark, but I've ended up potting it,
Oh, did you?
which in hindsight, probably I should have just potted it anyway. Now here's a chance. Black ball's a bit closer to the cushion now, so it's a bit more difficult, but there's a chance to get behind. Has he done it? No. And he's left Mark one of his favourite shots. So just a pink needed for Mark to take this frame, which will make the scores 15-7. Only 3 more frames needed for Mark to win the Burden Trophy. Thanks for watching. See you in frame 22.